Well, hi everybody, and welcome back to Impi, your friendly catamaran. Now those who do not yet know us will know that we are a couple sailing around the world on this our Lagoon 440 catamaran, having left South Africa many years ago now. Well, actually Impi has sailed from France to the Canary Islands, Brazil, Cape Town in South Africa, back to Brazil, Tobago, Grenada and the rest of the Caribbean islands, the British Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, right up into the USA and Fort Lauderdale, down through the Keys to Cuba, down to Jamaica, Panama, Las Perlas to the Galapagos Islands, the Marquesas to Tuamotu Archipelago and Society Islands, another tour back to the Tuamotus, back to the Society Islands, Mopiti, the Samoan Islands, Nui Toputapu and the other Tongan Islands. Well, whew, down to Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, to New Zealand, back up to New Caledonia, and now recently arriving in Australia. We have sailed many oceans and miles on Impi, and she truly is our home on the sea. Well, all good things come to an end, they say, and sadly this is the last share we are doing around New Caledonia for this season. We are sailing down to Ile Des Pins in this series and some of the surrounding islands there. We hope you will enjoy this visit as much as we did. Yeah, so we're cruising down to Ile Des Pins. We've stayed in Boise, and yeah, now we're down off to Ile Des Pins, and really looking forward to it. Doing about 8.59 knots here, and just feeling awesome, man. Yeah, and we reefed. We are we are reefed. Some folks have commented on our videos to ask me what we mean by being reefed. This is simply reducing the amount of sail area exposed to the wind by a process of lowering the top of the sail down the mast to a specific mark and then securing the lower part of the sail along the boom, thus depowering the rig to keep excessive pressure from doing damage. We can reduce sail area by bringing the sail down to a reef position of 1, 2 or 3. Now an Impi third reef would be the least amount of sail area exposed and therefore used in severe weather or wind. Reefed, one down, man, one down. Right, so some of you folks ask us if we would include more sailing in some of our videos. You ask us to capture the vibe, some of the vibe as we sail. So let's do that, hopefully not boring others. nicely. Hey baby. 10 knots. We're doing around 10 knots, and we're going to have some coffee soon. Look how stable the boat is inside. That's what we like about our catamaran.
Smack.
Oh, Anna says smack. That's what we don't like about our catamaran. A wave got trapped between the hulls and smack. So there you go. It's horses for courses, man. Pros and cons in everything in life. Pros and cons. But yeah, the cat's very nice. She's settled. She's doing well. And it's just really a lovely sail down to Ile Des Pins, man. Awesome. So, slamming happens generally when sailing close to the wind or when waves approach from an angle ahead of the boat. The wave gets trapped between the hulls, kind of like trapped by the downwind or leeward hull, and diverts the water between the hulls. The wave has nowhere to go but up, smack as it rises up and hits the underside of the saloon floor. Now, depending on conditions and speed, this feeling can be quite startling to a newcomer catamaran sailor, but we feel it's a small price to pay for having a horizontal floor. Something we changed on Impi due to the slamming effect is the trampoline. Trampolines with a small, closely knit square weave may be lovely to recline on off those beautiful tropical islands. However, the force it subjects the boat to when a wave cannot escape readily is telling on many catamarans doing long-term cruising in rough seas. So for this reason we chose to replace the trampoline with one that allows water to escape easier. It may mean we get more spray over the boat, but it also means that the boat takes less of a punch in heavy conditions.
28 knots is right. Wind, we just got to make sure that sail doesn't get overpowered.
Yeah. I think we're okay, baby.
Knots is the limit for reef 1.
Yeah. Okay, I realize the wind noise through the microphone is not great and something I still need to address when sailing in strong winds and filming outdoors. But this aside, the wind was building steadily here, and since we had altered course around the reef system, we were now sailing close hauled or close to the wind, which meant we were going to be encountering seas from ahead, making us a wet boat, and also subjecting us to slamming. Uh-oh, did we get some water in there? Another thing we needed to do was to run our generator to keep charge on our failing battery bank. Now, previously this was not possible due to the raw water system sucking up air into the generator, but since we have installed a forward-facing scoop over the inlet under the waterline, we have never had this issue. Right folks, hold on to your false teeth here. I am going to do my best to help you experience what we refer to as slamming in a catamaran. Also, you will note why I referred to the trampoline as being important to allow water to flow through it. One would agree that in slow motion one sees the volume and power of water flowing upward when trapped between the hulls, and this generally happens sailing at close angles to the wind. So on our approach to Ile Des Pins and the anchorage called Couteau Bay, we observed a very fast ferry passing us, again, as on many other islands. Here is Batiko too. How cool is this place, eh?
Wow, it's amazing.
Really cool.
I'm gonna walk to the end of the bay.
Okay.
Should have brought my rubbish.
Being a drone.
Being a drone.
Oh yes, so we have been invited to go and have supper with our friends on a boat called SV Libertalia. Awesome people. We became friends on Facebook, believe it or not, probably, I don't know, 2 years ago now, I guess. And there is Libertalia. And they have friends with them from New Zealand. They're New Zealanders, and they've invited us for supper. So, looking forward to this one. Hey, amigos! Check this dude, man. I met this dude on Facebook. Can you believe it? Yeah, he's so solid. I can't take my hands off this guy. And he's New Zealand, so they're used to doing sheep. I might even get lucky here.
You want to shave?
Oh no. This guy clearly likes us because he tied our dinghy onto his boat, which he tells us he didn't.
I didn't touch the painter!
Well, who did?
Wasn't me.
I think we all forgot about the painter when we arrived. And there goes the dinghy. Zane to the rescue though. It's got electric start, Zane. It's got electric start, bro. Hey, where you going, amigo? This way. So technically speaking, if I lose my dinghy, he gets to keep it. So this is going to be interesting. Hey Zane, bring my dinghy back, bro. Hey, come on, Buona. These ladybirds.
Ladies, my cabbages last a long time in the fridge.
How do you make cabbages last? How do you make cabbages last a long time?
I don't know, I've never done it. We
How?
did a huge install, so.
Now, what is a huge install? What have you put on the boat?
Wow, it's everything you can't see, but we've put water makers,
Yeah.
radar, Wi-Fi,
A lot of money under the
wind
bonnet.
generator, rewired everything, and your electric heads.
Whoa. Where's your husband? Michelle,
Hello.
where
Oh,
did
look
you
at you
learn?
there.
Where did you learn to cook like this, eh?
Yeah, that's in here and in here.
But you,
I have done my chefing.
are you?
Well, look at you, the camera.
You just look at the camera because you're talking to a lot of people here, eh?
Oh, really? Awesome. Just what I want. Lots of people.
Michelle was asking me, do I look at you or the camera? Now, normally I tell the chicks to always look at me, but in this instance, you know,
Okay,
the
once-
camera will do.
Okay. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, mate.
Going?
Yeah.
No, we're not going anywhere.
Oh, the mainsail's not going up?
No.
Oh, I thought we were going for a little sunset cruise here, man. I thought this was a little sunset cruise. A very talented young man here writing music for their good friends on Libertalia.
We've got manatee and turtles while we're drifting in semicircles on our anchor within the bay. Not a lot on our plate today, no agenda caught the list. First of 7 sunsets kissed when I snuck aboard at Ile Des Pins to rest a while on Libertalia. Oh, a lady full of liberty, a pirate of the sea. Libertalia. Oh, she never can be captured. She's born to run free. Libertalia. Oh, a life-saving siren of the deepest blue sea, Libitalia. I walked down into the water and I swam out into the bay. I went in my direction and you went your way. Forget this rent, buy or sell. I got songs to sing, stories to tell. We said goodbye, au revoir, and we made our way to Libitalia. Oh, a lady full of liberty, the pirate of the sea, Libitalia.
Hey man, these guys have got talent. I'm gonna have to bring them across to Impi for a while so we can get a Impi song or something like that going here, man. Well, hey folks, just such an amazing amount of fun on Libitalia. Zane and Michelle, just awesome people. Recently having put Libitalia up for sale. So if anyone is interested in pursuing a life off the islands, well guys, here's your chance to do so. Yes, unfortunately every Tuesday a cruise ship comes into this bit of paradise and you probably have 800 or plus people crawling around the show. So for the rest of the week you're just sitting there totally with this place to yourself. There's just nobody around. It's like your own private island. There's a few cruising yachts here and there. They come and they go and it's all cool. But man, just smoke puffing out of there and yeah, every Tuesday you know, paradise takes a little bit of a knock, but why not? You know, I mean, people need to enjoy this too. It's and it is nice that so many people can get out here. There's little ferries over here which run up and down at quite a high speed right past the yachts, causing the yachts to rock and roll, almost like they don't really consider what's around them. But then again, you know, they're trying to get masses of people off a boat in a hurry, and we have a paradise to ourselves here, so why not? You know, I mean, I guess we should just move out of here on Tuesdays and let other people enjoy this spot of beauty. Well, along with the cruise ships comes some form of entertainment from the locals and also the crowds of people who seem to love just being here. It feels strange to wake up in the morning to a lost paradise of sorts. Along comes this massive ship and all is just a hustle and bustle for a day or so, and then back to the sounds of birds, water and a gentle breeze. So this bay called Catamaran Bay is spectacular on a calm day with little to no wind. It truly is one of the most beautiful island style bays to be found, and Ile Des Pins certainly boasts a number of these beautiful bays and surrounding islands. Now on Impi we believe in being a positive channel. We do not like to share any negativity here, but as a heads up to those who follow in our trails, a fair amount of politics exists between the people and tribes of this island. For one, a person can obtain permission from the leaders in a village to visit an outer lying island or even a bay, and then when there can be met with a high level of aggression from another local in Ile Des Pins. Well, we find this behavior unacceptable for us. You know, a person does not know who to get the permissions from. One arrives here under French tourism, and whilst always being respectful of the various cultures here, we stay put to enjoy these islands and bays unless a law is passed prohibiting us to do so.
Now, something else we wish to raise awareness about on Ile Des Pins is the plight of dogs on the island. You will remember how we raised funds through YouTube for Moose, the abandoned island dog. And in a very short while you will see an interview with a family who recently visited Moose, and this is for all his fans who keep on asking us if he is okay. Well, he is okay. He's better than okay. He's eating steak every day. Before we do that, I want to introduce you to Marie, who is a resident of New Caledonia and who trained as a vet in Belgium.
Il y a un bon moment de ça?
Il y a 4 ans maintenant que je suis sortie il y a 4 ans que je suis sortie diplômée de la fac.
Sadly, due to an illness, she is not able to practice, but she is active in the protection of animals in New Caledonia. And one of the things she wants to do is to stop the culling of stray dogs on Ile Des Pins, because it is really quite horrific the way that that is done. Simply once a year, all dogs that have an owner need to be inside or tied up, and any dog that is found not tied up simply gets shot. Now I want you to imagine this scene, because a lot of the dogs, the stray dogs on Ile Des Pins, see humans as their friends as they get fed by the tourists who arrive on the ship. They come and they beg for food. So as they're being threatened, they come onto your patio, your bungalow where you stay as a tourist, and they are basically begging for their survival, but this time they need to avoid the guns of the locals. I want you to imagine also the dogs who are mortally wounded but are not dying straight away. They're just shot and are in tremendous pain, and they come up to you asking you to help them. Well, you can do that. You can help these dogs by helping Marie to set up a sterilization clinic. This will basically avoid such a calamity, which is basically just inhuman. It is something that shouldn't be happening in this day and age.
So those who follow us on Facebook or Instagram will know that we have sailed from New Caledonia down to Australia for cyclone season. We mention this now because our arrival in Australia was met by a family cruising on a catamaran called Cool Runnings. Here in a dinghy, parents and kids arrived at Impi beaming from ear to ear and very enthusiastic to tell us they had spent a lot of time visiting Moose, the abandoned island dog. They had just left Moose and were eager to share with us how well Moose is doing and how healthy he seemed to be since Guy Kane, the flying vet, had visited Moose and treated him. You guys have all heard about that famous yacht called Cool Runnings? Because we've heard about them forever and we didn't think they actually exist. But guess what? There they are. I like that. Do that again, man. Yeah, that's very cool. Mom, no? Very cool, man. And they've been to visit Moose just before they came across to Australia, and they advise us Moose is just very happy, right?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
He's doing well.
And this family wouldn't lie, even if you guys think I do. So there you go, confirmation that Moose is all cool.
Very picky.
Gotta stay in the skin.
Yeah, Glenn, we're sharing your puddings, man. You see how handy this is. You must come visit again, dude. Check it this way.
It's jelly.
Ben and Gabby are saying, please visit again. Glen Smith, I think, eh? Right, folks, so we will share this visit in one of our upcoming videos. However, a number of Australian friends on social media came along to visit Impi and welcome us to their beautiful country. Well, it's very touching, and here Glen Smith, who has now become a real-life friend of ours, brought along some hats since he has a hat distribution company, more of that later, as well as some of these delicious cakes and sweets. Well, being diabetic, I could not eat all of them, but in the spirit of share and share alike, we are really grateful to Glen that we were able to share the spoils with some wonderful people. Guys, well, we are here with a family from a very, very famous yacht called Cool Runnings. And we have the family sitting here on Impi.
Hello.
Yeah, guys, they've had to come down a peg or two.
Hello.
That is Ben. Ben, how are you doing, man?
Good.
How long have you been sailing for?
For about 8 or 9 months.
Very
9
cool.
months now. Or yeah.
And Gabby, are you enjoying sailing?
Yes, it's very fun to see all the places and get to experience their culture.
Yeah, and you've had some really cool friends as well on yachts, right?
Yes, we get to meet a lot of boat friends and
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
But of course,
Yeah?
the best friend that they made
Yeah.
and the one who has broken their heart a little bit, leaving him behind, was Moose.
Mooster! But before we get to Mooster, we got Mum and Dad here. There we are, Gudrun.
Hello.
How's it going?
Very, very good, thank you.
Now, something really interesting with sailing is that men struggle to get their women on yachts. How did that go for you?
I don't think there was ever
A bribery.
Never a problem. Dave, were you the problem?
I had to put an electric toilet and a washing machine
There
on,
were
and that's
few
how I got the
conditions.
sign off.
That's how you guys do it. You got to look after the ladies, man. Right, and of course we are here to talk about, love, the Mooster.
Yeah, we are here to talk about Moose, and the reason why we are doing this is that every day Moose has so many friends and they write to me and they ask for updates. And so, because Cool Runnings has only just arrived in Australia here from Newcastle, they are the last people who have got video and photo footage from Moose. And so Ben and Gabby are going to talk about their experience with Moose, how they played with him and how he is.
Right.
So like when I'm looking at this picture here, was that the first one that you took, this picture?
no, we actually had pictures from when we were coming onto the dock and videos of when we first very first met him.
So what was he like? Was he a bit shy or?
He was very shy. When we first came on the dock, he didn't really come out and greet us. He actually hid under the dock. I think he'd been going around and he was hot, but he wouldn't really come out. And we were trying to pet him, but didn't really.
He didn't want to. He didn't want. And do you think he was just a little bit
I think he was just
sick,
shy.
or he was just shy? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then later on, he took us on a tour of the island.
Yeah,
So
he
he guided us
came
through
out.
to a beach, and where he tried to impress us, and he did impress us by catching a sea cucumber, but he didn't eat it.
He didn't eat the sea
He just
cucumber?
to show off.
He just to
Showing
show
Only
off.
to show off.
That sounds like Moose. He's a show-off, unlike any of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you arrived on Ile Des Pins, did you already know that there was going to be a dog there?
Yes, when we were in Numia, we had seen your video on Moose, and we we were dying to go and see Moose. So when we came and we moored, we were calling out Moose, Moose, sort of like what you did in your video, because that's what we thought we should do. But then
I see here that Dad is giving Moose a rub and bringing him some water.
Every day we used to take a bucket full of water in a bowl, and we would, whenever he looked thirsty or tired, we'd give him some water. But
we'd go and refill
actually,
all his bowls.
at first, he didn't really.
He wouldn't take the
he
water
wouldn't
unless
take
it was
Whenever,
in his bowl.
Whenever he put the water down, he would actually walk away. Like he
It
did.
was,
He's like, no,
it was
no,
Moose
no.
repellent.
Did Moose look healthy to you?
Yes, he was. He
That's
does not
cool.
look skinny at all. He
So
looked
he was very
fine.
was
happy.
good.
And I think you gave him some food and he was being
Every
quite
day.
difficult with his ham. So tell us that story about the ham.
So we had brought a little slice of ham, and we tried to give it to him, but he wouldn't take it. So he sort of led us over to his food area around this one palm tree. There was a stainless steel bowl and another one for water. And there was a bunch of ham sitting next to the bowl. And so we put the ham in the bowl and then put our little slice on top, and then he ate
Only
it.
then he ate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not fussy at all.
Moose is becoming very fussy with food. I think a lot of people are visiting him now. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at
He had a lot of attention.
Yeah, that's a very,
Very
nice
happy
picture.
face.
Yeah. He's laughing there. You see? He's smiling.
Yeah.
Ran out into
We
the...
cooked a big tuna for him and fed it to him.
So did you fish the tuna?
Yep.
Yeah. Was it like one of these bonitas?
It was a blackfin tuna.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really spoiled.
Yeah, we didn't
Oh
give him
man, where
sushi.
was I? Gee! Blackfin tuna being fed to Mooster.
He does love fish.
He's the aquatic moose.
Yeah.
He just walk around on the dock and sit down in all of his spots.
Yeah.
But it was amazing to see how he changed from, you could definitely tell he's getting older,
Yeah.
Yes.
to then he'd suddenly get a spring when they were playing with that palm.
Palm frond.
Yeah,
That was
with
his
him, huh?
favorite game, palm
Yeah,
frond.
like-
Yeah.
I was
Become a
very
puppy.
happy to hear that, by the way, because he was not really wanting to play with that the second time we visited
Okay.
him.
Really?
So the fact that he's doing that is
Okay.
really a good sign that
Improvement.
maybe the tablets that are being given to him
Yeah.
now monthly, which you guys have all been donating toward, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So now, a lot of the people who know about moose and who are not sailors, they keep on telling us, but you should take the dog off the island. So
That's-
what
that's a
are your
mistake.
views? What are your views on that?
It's. I
If
would
you
say
take
it's
him off the
impossible.
island,
He goes
goes
crazy. We haven't tested that theory, but.
But does he look comfortable?
He looks.
Oh,
Island?
that's his home, and
He doesn't want to leave.
he knows it very well, and he
He
doesn't
loves it.
It was
He
actually
would want
funny
to
that one of the days we
like the
there's
attention.
another pass. Originally, he'd taken us by the cemetery, so and then through
Yeah.
across to the other side of the island, and then we came back, and then there was another path going up to the moonscape, and he didn't follow us, and we went by ourselves, and we were quite far along, and then we heard this rustle in the bushes, and then we were like, yeah, I thought maybe it was a snake or something, and then
this
again, and then
moose-
all of a sudden he appeared. So he decided
He
to
was-
follow
and
us,
it was
and
a
then he
boiling
wanted
hot
to
day,
show.
and he would run
There
from
he
There he is in the
Yeah.
moonscape, yeah.
from
I'll let you
shade
put
patch
the
to
picture
shade
up.
patch.
We actually
Yeah.
called it
Yeah.
Mars because there was
Yeah.
red and yellow and
Yeah,
orange
yeah.
everywhere. It's
It's
amazing.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was the
It's
tour
a
guide.
beautiful.
It's where they used to
photo,
mine
yeah.
nickel,
Yeah.
I think, or
Yeah.
something.
Ah, and there's the boat.
There's
There's
the
the
boat.
boat running.
That's a good photo.
Cool boat, hey? That's a 400 sitting there.
Yeah.
It's no wonder Gudrun's doing this.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's happy, he's healthy,
Yeah,
and
actually
he
looks
didn't
quite-
ever get lost with you guys or try and...
No.
He
No.
did with us.
Or he
Moose, yeah. He would take us around the island. He knew exactly where he was going. And then all of a sudden, when we were ready to go back to the boat and it was starting to get dark, he looked at us and went, "Dude, I don't know where I am. Do you know where we're going?" And we were like, "Uh-oh, we sleeping here tonight?"
Did you have a look in that one building? Did you see his bed?
Yeah, we saw this.
Yeah.
Someone
Yes.
had left it
huge
looks like
bed.
a real nice,
Yeah,
brand
dog
new.
bed.
Yeah,
Was
that's-
that you guys?
Isabella.
It's Isabella,
Cool.
one of our friends who
Oh,
bought
nice.
him a bed. And somebody also said that we should build him like a proper house. But I mean, there's so many houses.
He lives in the house.
Yeah. He
If he
has little like sleeping area, just
If he needs
homes
shelter, he
all
just-
over the island.
Yeah.
Like there's food bowls here and there, and one person rigged up a whole contraption that brings rainwater down.
Oh, on the dock.
For him.
we
It's
saw that.
amazing.
Behind the signboard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that you guys?
No, no.
So was it?
Was
No,
already there.
in actual fact, there's a freshwater spring on the island.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
which,
so-
which
okay.
we didn't know about, and then some other sailors told us, no, there's actually a spring that he goes
so
down
he does
to.
Oh,
have
good.
Yeah,
Because
so-
that was my biggest worry.
Oh.
that he
Yeah.
wouldn't
There's
have
his
freedom.
standard.
When we
Yeah.
had brought the tuna the first time, because
He
we
used to
split
sit
it up, he just would stare at it, and he would, and if you moved it around, he would just he wouldn't take his eyes off it.
Damn, yeah, he was hungry. Yeah.
Yeah, so and there was his bowl that he would not eat unless it was in that bowl.
Oh,
And we cleaned all his bowls after and washed them all out.
Oh, there
Ah.
he gets the most attention.
Hey,
Oh,
you
that's-
guys are awesome.
Yeah,
man.
guys, an awesome family, I'm sure you'd agree. From Catamaran, cool runnings.
land, and let's not forget all you cool YouTubers who helped out our cause here too. This is the reward of your efforts. Through you and through your care, so many other folks get to enjoy the spirit of this amazing dog, Moose. Thank you again, guys. Oh, brilliant. Folks, we have so much more wonderful footage of New Caledonia, but we just can't possibly share it all. Our next episodes will be our arrival and experiences here in fantastic Australia. But as we sign out, let us do so by way of showing you some other places around Ile Des Pins. Farewell, New Caledonia. You have truly made a huge impression on us, and we hope to visit your beautiful shores one more time before moving along. Cheers everybody, happy holidays. Impi out.